from Election Commission of Bangladesh, Mr. Ashraful Alam, Dr. Zaidi, Mr. Kem, and Mohammed Rais from Election Commission of Maldives, and in absentia, Mr. Fuad Tawfiq from the Election Commission of. Yes. Now the floor is open to you.
Well, good morning. It's a great pleasure and privilege to be here in Colombo. We have observers from countries like Maldives, Russia, Bangladesh, India. Unfortunately, they have just stepped out, and the Cambridge Conference on Electoral Democracy. We are very thankful to the Election Commission of Sri Lanka to have extended invitation to this important international election visitors program. There are 10 observers present here. Most of them have arrived yesterday. You say something? Most of them have arrived yesterday, and this morning we have had meetings with the Election Commission of Sri Lanka, with the civil society organizations, with the police, and now of course we are talking to media. I would like to brief the media that this group is present here in the capacity of observers, and the group doesn't have any supervisory or executive role as per the global standards of election observation. We will be observing activities before the election day, which will include visit to various districts to see whether how the material is being distributed, etc. The group will also observe activities on the election day, followed by the counting process.
Good morning and welcome to this session. It's a great pleasure for us, for the international observers, to welcome you and to ask you to present the election very fairly. I have also been an observer in the last presidential election, and it was a great pleasure for me to see the peaceful manner the elections was conducted, and the people's participation was so cooperative, so obedient, and so well, conducted. Therefore, I would like to say that we all, the international observers, expect a similar election in the parliamentary election too.
I'm based in the Netherlands, and I want to share a personal story for me, because it's such a great honor to be here and observe this election, because I was born in the Netherlands, and when I was 8 years old, my family moved to New Zealand, and our flight from the Netherlands to Auckland, New Zealand, when we emigrated, took us via Karachi to Colombo, Singapore, and Auckland. But when we arrived in Colombo, I could see the palm trees, I could see the beaches, but we weren't allowed to leave the plane because of the civil war and the military tension that was going on at the time. So for me to be back here now, during this time, and be here and observe the elections and meet you all is a great, great honor. So thank you.
How will you all disperse yourself around Sri Lanka? Is it going to be single, individual visit to all the places? How are you going to disperse yourself in monitoring the election?
Yeah, am I audible? Yeah, actually, as I mentioned, there are 10 members of the International Election Visitors Program. So, 10 of us will be covering different districts, and like Trikonamali, Matale, Polo Marua, Marara, and likewise, I think 10 locations will be covered, and to each location one observer will go, and they will be observing pre-election activities, activities on the election day, and the activities on the counting day, followed by the declaration of results. Okay?
Are you all collaborating with the local monitors?
Well, we have heard civil society organization this forenoon, and they have given us the feedback about their network, and they have some static observers also. Hopefully, our esteemed observers will be interacting with the members of the civil society when they are out in the field. Surely.
As election observers, yeah, the past president election was happened, and they 300,000 rejected votes were considered in that election. So, as election observers, it was a big amount. So, what do you think? How do you consider these rejected votes with considering other countries you have observed in elections?
Well, at this stage, it will not be proper to comment. We will be able to formulate our views on our voter registers, registration, participation, and whichever activity comes our way. Right now, we will not be able to comment. We will see, and then we will comment.
Did you participate pre-election, this election?
As I mentioned, we arrived yesterday. So, as a matter of speaking, we will have today and tomorrow to observe pre-election activities. We have received feedback from police, from the Election Commission of India, from civil society organizations, and based on that feedback, we will go out to the field and see the level of pre-election activities.
Compared to previous elections, what do you see on this election?
Well, we were not here excepting Mr. Tawfiq, who was here last time. I don't think there was anybody else who was present in the presidential election held in September. My suggestion would be that probably we will comment only on the current election.